Once upon a time, in the olden days, there lived a sultan. He was hard-hearted and cruel, punishing any crime with death. He had 2 wives. One bore him 39 sons, and the other 1 son. As his sons grew, the sultan wished to marry them off. He called them, saying, "You have grown, it is time to marry. I have decided to arrange your marriages." But the sons replied, "We will not marry, father. We will only marry if we find 40 girls born from one mother and father." The sultan sent soldiers everywhere, searching for these 40 girls, but in vain. They could not be found. His sons then said, "Father, give us permission. We will go ourselves to find 40 girls born from one mother and father." Obliged, the sultan gave them 40 swords, 40 horses, and 40 saddlebags full of gold, sending them off. As he saw them off, he warned, "My sons, before you go, heed my words. On the first day, you'll find a wide plain. Do not spend the night there. On the second day, you'll reach a huge castle. Do not spend the night near that castle either. On the third day, a large vineyard. Do not spend the night there. Stay wherever else you may." The brothers gathered their belongings and set out. They rode from morning until evening, reaching the wide plain their father mentioned. The eldest said, "We will spend the night here, pitch the tents." The younger stepbrother warned, "Brother, this must be the place our father spoke of. Let's not stay." The eldest scoffed, "Forget our father. Everyone is tired. We are 40 brothers. No one can harm us." They ignored the youngest and camped. The youngest thought, "I won't sleep tonight. Father must have reasons." To stay awake, he cut his finger and put salt on it. In the middle of the night, a wild giant appeared. The youngest drew his sword, cut off its neck, and took one of its ears for proof. The next day, the eldest bragged, "See? Nothing happened." The youngest remained silent. They continued their journey. On the second night, near the huge castle, the eldest again ignored the warning. The youngest stayed awake, cutting his finger to remain alert. He entered the castle, found giants dancing, killed them as they emerged, and kept their fingers as proof. On the third night, in the vineyard, the same occurred. A tall giant attacked, and the youngest killed him from a tree, keeping another finger. Eventually, they reached a mountain and turned back, finding 40 sisters born from one mother and father. They agreed to marry. The youngest brother's wife was the most beautiful, sparking jealousy in the eldest, who planned to kill him. A giant appeared, demanding the one who killed his brothers. The brothers betrayed the youngest, pointing him out. The giant took him to a cave where a fairy girl was held captive. With her help, the boy found the giant's talisman. It was a parrot and a 7-headed wolf. He killed them, ending the giant's life. Returning to the city with the fairy girl, the boy learned his brother had lied to the sultan and married his wife. The fairy girl turned the boy into a grain of wheat to smuggle him into the palace and built a magnificent castle in the air over the river. The boy killed his treacherous brother. The sultan besieged the floating castle but eventually granted the boy safety. The boy appeared before his father and brothers, producing the ears and fingers as proof of his deeds and his brother's cowardice and betrayal. The sultan realized the truth. The youngest son was vindicated and lived happily in his magical castle with his wives. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment.